I'm joined this morning by Nathan Corden following another successful Greyhound Trader sale at Toaster yesterday. I think it's fair to say, Nathan, that even by your expectations, this pretty much blew you away, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we had, we advertised it as a pre-Derby event, and I think everybody who'd been in touch said it was probably the best catalogue that we've ever done, and potentially the best catalogue in the UK for a long time. I'm obviously not as old as you. I can't remember the ones at White City or anything like that. So, we were delighted, absolutely delighted, and obviously the vendors were. And it was good to see in the crowd actually at the track yesterday some old faces who I hadn't seen for a few years actually coming to have a look. One of them even bought a dog, a few of them didn't, but they were bidding on some. So it's great to see.
Yeah, definitely. Now there were three. I say three particularly fast times. There was three. In fact, one of them was a two-dog trial where the runner-up was also very, very quick. Yeah. So talk to me about Luminous Socks, 29.50.
Yeah, I mean, he came over for the Derby last year. Peter Cronin, he's joined Kirsty Nevin's kennels now for new owner Richard Colwell, and he's a fast dog. He's shown what he can do. Both this side and the other side of the Irish Sea. He'll be a good addition to that kennel.
Excellent. And then Riverside Bow, 29, just a couple of spots out, 29.59.
Yeah, he was very impressive, to be fair. And he was actually a late entry in, and if he probably just got the wrong side of the dog at the third bend, also I think he would have gone up quite a bit quicker. But he powered home on the home straight, and looks very good. But the other dog in the same trial was very impressive as well.
So looking at the sale overall, how many did you sell? How many went away unsold, and what kind was the turnover?
So we had 46 in total. To be honest with you, I've left James to work everything out this morning, but the turnover itself, I did that quickly last night. It was just under £118,000, which is the best we've ever done by a long way. It's. I think we went with the ambition of trying to reach 80. So to get nearly 118 is amazing.
Yeah, the one thing that I did want to bring up, because as you say, I am extremely old and suffering with COVID as well, by the way. I just thought I'd let you know. I can think back to White City sales and Wimbledon sales where dogs were fetching they were still selling guineas then, 8,000 guineas, 10,000 guineas. God knows what that would equate to these days. You'd be talking probably 40 grand. Do you think that I don't know, we as an industry, we as a group of dog people perhaps lose a little bit of sight of the fact that dogs are really so cheap?
Yeah, I think there's two extremes. The very, very top dogs, there'll be competition for, and when you've got a supply and demand issue, those prices are going to be very, very high. I think obviously you look at Coulivanny Shadow, who's just been bought. He was serious money, but he did a serious time, and everybody wanted him. So there was competition for that dog. Only from a select band of people who could probably afford that dog. When you come down the scale a little bit more with the more minor open races, there's more of them. I think you can probably get a bit more value there with some of them. It is a difficult thing because you just can't guarantee how a dog will come over and take to a track.
No, but I mean, if we said, and I said we both have a particular trainer, and it wouldn't be fair to name him, but he's a very, very good judge, and he now thinks, if you're kind of under 10 grand, and you want pretty much a guaranteed. I'm not talking about a bargain. I'm talking about a real, pretty much guaranteed Cat 1 winner or a Cat 1 serious fancy, win or get beat in the final, but be there or thereabouts. We are now talking a reasonable way into 5 figures, but shouldn't we be really? I mean, all the way through, even back to the Grady dogs. I've got old greyhound owners back from the 1970s, where loads and loads of dogs were sort of 400 and 500 quid, and that were going to be graders. And you know, we're talking sort of 40, 50 years ago. And yet people will still be looking to try and get themselves a grader now for 500 or 600 quid. I know they've got all the other costs on top, but none of the figures really add up, do they?
No, I get where you're coming from. You know, if you want a serious competition dog, you are high 5 figures. You know, you're probably looking north of 20 quite easily. But I still think there are some. I mean, take for example, we sold Annual Sydney recently. He was runner up in the Monmore £20,000 puppy competition to Dealish Frankie. He was less than 10. You know, so there are little gems out there, but they are few between, and you've got to know the right people, I guess, to sort of point you in the right direction.
But less than 10 for a runner-up in a competition like that is a bargain, isn't it? And that's really the point I'm trying to make.
Oh, 100%. Because, you know, I said to him on the night, I said, if you sell tomorrow, you'll double your money for what you paid.